Hello and welcome to a session I'm calling the Sun Circuit. Not only because it's a sunny day, but we are going to infuse sun salutations into a fitness program using the band with handles. If you don't have one of these bands, you can use free weights. You will need a mat, a towel, perhaps a pillow, glass of water if it's super sunny. We are going to circuit between sun salutations and different fitness moves, focusing on the upper body. Come to standing on your mat, legs wider than hips, sweeping the arms forward and open. Let's go into a side bend here, reaching up and overhead. And switch sides, breathing in, warming up through that side body. This is going to be a total body workout with a bit of extra focus in our upper body. So hold to the side and add that top arm sweeping forward, back and open. Come to the center and roll the shoulders. Bigger arm circles sweeping up, open, back and through. And let's do single side arms circling back and behind, allowing for a rotation in the center body. Come to standing mountain pose at the top of the mat. Inhale, stretch arms up to the sky, looking up, allow for a gentle back bend, and exhale, fold over the legs, shaking out the head. Hands on shins as we inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold back into the legs. And inhale, step one leg back into a lunge. Drop hips, front knee over ankle. Breathe in. Bring both legs back into plank. Drop knees, uncurl toes, and let's slowly lower down. Cobra pose. Hands press, elbows lifted, keeping knees down as I push up and sit back into child's pose. Breathe in. Come up into hands and knees for a few cat and cows, rounding spine, arching back, exhaling and inhaling. Curl the toes and let's move into downward dog. Bend one knee, then the other, walking the dog. Hips to the sky, crown of the head to the earth. Drop heels down. Look forward, bring that opposite foot forward into that lunge. And step both feet together. Hands on shins, let's inhale, lift heart forward. Exhale, fold into the legs. Soft knees as we roll up the spine into standing. Shoulder rolls at the top. Big breath in. Reach to the sky, looking high, and exhale, fold over those legs. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lift collarbone forward. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, step one foot back into that low lunge. Straighten the front leg as well. Keeping toes down. Bend back into that front knee, looking forward, and then find your plank position. Chaturanga, this time with straight legs if you can. Coming through into upward dog. Keeping knees down or lifting knees up, looking over one shoulder, then the other, side to side, allowing for a little bit of twisting. And lowering chest down, keeping knees down to press up, sit back into child's pose. Breathe in. Next, inhale, coming forward, up and into downward dog. Parallel legs. Lifting one heel, then the other with straight legs. Rocking hips side to side. And step that other foot forward into the low lunge, straightening the front leg. neutral spine, back heel popped. Bend into that front knee and bring back foot forward into hip width apart stance. Forward bend, hands on shins. Let's inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold into the legs. Soft knees as we come all the way up, standing tall. Reach high to the sky, hands to heart center. Lift the heels, find a balance. Drop heels, reach to the sky. Exhale, spill over the legs, forward bend. Hands on shins, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward bend. And take one big step back, that low lunge. Let's straighten the front leg, and this time pop the toes and balls of the foot away from the floor. Back heel lifted. Bring nose to knee. Come back down into your lunge and reach that arm up to the sky, twisting into the front leg. Plank pose. Abs in, chaturanga. Roll through, upward facing dog. Shoulder blades towards the center. Maybe lifting the chin to the sky. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Heels drop. Bend and straighten both legs at the same time, keeping the arms pressing, chest back. And hold downward dog for one more breath. Looking forward, stepping that second leg forward into low lunge, then pop the hips high, straightening the front leg and toes lifted from the ground. Bend back into the front knee as you twist open, looking to the clouds. Back leg long and strong. Bring the hand back to the mat and into your forward bend. Hands on shins, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Soft knees as we sweep all the way up, standing tall, reaching high. Gentle back bend, and then bring the hands to the low back, fingers upwards, and push the hips and pelvis forward as the chest lifts up, head drops back, heels anchor down. And come back to standing. Moving into our next part of the circuit. Finding the band with handles. We're not going to use the handles as we first start with some chest openers. Hands holding wider than the shoulders. We're bringing the arms up, around, back, and down. Trying not to bend at the elbows. You might need to hold wider to keep your alignment in place. Inhale, open it up and back. Let it drop down to the tail. And inhale, open it back and up. Keep the arms to the sky. Pull some tension in that band as we send it over to the side. And switch sides. Toes lifted from the floor. See if the arms can drop a little bit behind you as you float the heels up and balance. Focus, breathe, engage core. Drop heels and lower the arms down. Bring feet hip width apart. Keep the palms facing back. With tension in the band, we're going to widen the arms a few inches and return the hands to center. Little pulses out and out. And exhale, working through the shoulder, the back of the shoulder. Abdominals engaged. I'm slightly leaning forward. And then release that, coming up to standing. Part 2. One foot is going to stand on the band to anchor it in place. And the other end of the band is coming into both hands, up and overhead as we target those triceps, back of the arms. Let's pull up to the sky, exhale high, abdominals in, exhale reach. Try to squeeze arms to the center. Maintain your body position. Go for about 10 or 12. And hold halfway and do little pulses, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Pulse and pulse a little quicker. And exhale all the way up to the top. Inhale to release. One more move here in this circuit is for biceps. So stepping on the center of the band with one foot, let's open the arms to the side, holding in the handles, and curl palms towards shoulders. Inhale, see if you can go for a straight arm at the bottom, and exhale, flex those biceps and curl. Exhale, curl. Exhale, curl. Halfway down, let's do those little pulses, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. And if you feel like you can balance, we'll float that other leg above the ground through this set of pulsing. Good job, and release. Take legs wider now. Bend the knees. And we're going back to that first rear deltoid. This time the hands are parallel to the ground, shoulder height, palms facing down, and we're pulling wider. It's a small move. Start with tension in the band and pull wider from there. Back of shoulders, upper back flexing in. Exhale and exhale to pull. Keep the rest of the body still. Hold here for pulses, out and exhale, reach through those knuckles so the wrists are straight. And release, excelente. Let's go into our next set for triceps. This time we're holding the handle with the top hand, the second hand behind our low back to hold the band in place as the upper hand reaches the handle to the sky. Keep that elbow close to the ear. Exhale and lift. Exhale and extend. Little pulses. We go 2, 1, and then full reach up to the sky. Pulse, pulse, and full extension up. Pulse, pulse, and full extension up. Good, and let's switch over to hand number 2. Switch which foot is forward. Both knees are bent. Drop tail and tighten tummy. And anchor that band with the bottom hand. And then the top hand is reaching the handle up to the sky. Exhale up, full extension, straight arm. Hold halfway and do 2 pulses. And then a full extension up. Pulse, pulse, and exhale, reach. Pulse, pulse, and exhale, extend. Good work. Let's move into biceps. One foot stepping on the center of the band. Arms open to the side, and we're going to alternate single arms curling up to the shoulder and switch and switch. Keep the rest of the body still. Back heel popped. Wrists are still. Try not to flex at the wrist. And if you want, float that back leg above the ground, enhancing your balance, core, and concentration. Halfway down, both arms are pulsing up a few inches and down. Pulse and pulse and pulse all the way up. Good job. Let's roll out those shoulders and get ready for our final set featuring shoulders, triceps, and biceps. Wide stance in the legs with soft knees. Let's reach the arms up and overhead, wider than the shoulders. And let's pull that band down to the collarbone. Straight arms down, straight arms up. Work from the back of the shoulders and the lats and at the side body as you exhale. Pull down, slow controlled return up. Exhale, pull, inhale up. Keep tension on the band the whole time. Exhale and engage abdominals more. And hold here halfway down in that T-shaped little pulses that open back and exhale and exhale. Good job. Pull it apart and release. Legs are in a bit of a lunge position with the back heel popped. And one hand is in the handle. The other hand is securing the band to the opposite shoulder. And we're going to push down, targeting tricep. Exhale, push down. Inhale to bend, exhale to press down. Let's go halfway for that set of pulses. Fatiguing back of the arm, press all the way down on that last one, and then let's switch sides. So I've got the lobster claw grip, one hand holding to the opposite shoulder with the band, and then that other hand moves into the handle as we press down. Squeeze the arm close to the side body. Try to keep the elbow still in space. So it's not moving forward and back or out and in. It's just extending and flexing, straightening and bending. Halfway, we hold for those little pulses, smaller move and faster move. Reaching all the way down on the last one and release, let it go. Finally, biceps. One foot anchoring the band in place, and we're going to curl forward and then lower the hands and rotate outwards and curl up to the shoulders. So we alternate wide and center. Exhale, curl, inhale, center. Back heel popped, maintaining legs. Exhale to curl. Little faster, front and side, keep it controlled, even though the tempo has quickened. And last one here. Let's go back to that chest opener with the band. Keeping arms straight. Feet wide, knees soft. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring it back down in front again. Maybe walking the arms closer, the hands closer to each other without changing those shoulders or elbows. Send it over to the side body bend. Pull the band apart, a little wider. Reach the crown of the head up to the center of the band. One more time. And then open it behind you, looking up to the sky. Heart opener, chest opener. Looking down as the hands and band drop down, stay here with the arms and just take the ear, the head side to side, ear to shoulder and switch. Come to the center, bring the arms up, around and down and release that band. Finally. Woohoo! Come into a seated position. Sitting tall, let's roll the shoulders back. Sweep one arm across in front of you as the other arm wraps underneath. You're going to hug that arm nice and close for a shoulder stretch. And then that crossing arm is going to open into a T shape, dropping opposite ear to the shoulder. That T-shape arm is going to fold behind you into a tricep stretch. Holding with the opposite hand. Breathe in as you reach down the center of the back. And then that back arm is going to come forward, pulling fingers back, reaching wrist forward. Stretch through the forearm. And take that stretching arm to the opposite knee as we twist. If your legs are crossed, just switch the leg that is in front and we'll repeat that stretching sequence on side number 2. Reach the arm in front of the body, hug it in nice and close, drop shoulders, breathe into the back of the shoulder. That arm opens to the side with fingers up as you drop the ear to the opposite shoulder. Neck stretch. And that reaching arm folds behind you for a tricep stretch. Let the head press into the elbow. Reach the fingertips down the back. Sit up a little taller as that back arm comes forward, pulling fingers back. Reaching wrist forward, open the palm. And take that hand to the opposite knee as we twist. Looking behind you, sitting up taller. Come back to the center. Let's wind it down even more, back to our breathing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale down. Finally, bringing palms together in front of the heart center. You can bring backs of the wrists to the knees, palms open, palms up, eyes closed. Take a moment to check in, to tune in, to breathe in. And that concludes your very sunny sun circuit. Until next time.